Hey, it's Mr. Malte. We're going to do the night sky right now. It's sort of an art project, but combined with the constellation project that I have the other video for. You can put these together into the science art merging. That is super awesome. So let's get started with doing the night sky and a cool gradient and some transparent images. That's going to make this look like a super fantastic project. So we're going to get started. We are going to a new slide deck. So this can be something that your teacher has added to Classroom, just a blank slide, and we're going to go from there. So teachers, you can throw a slide into a blank assignment if you want to share. That's probably the best way, just so it's all shared and you can have access to the student files. But let's do that. For me, I'm just going to go and create a brand new one, slides.new. So we just need a new slideshow, and we're ready to rock. A couple things you once you get your slide. So come on back and join me once every student has a new slideshow open. I always like to close themes. Do not need themes. We're doing art, so often you'll see speaker notes. We don't need our speaker notes right now, so I'm going to go to View and remove the speaker notes. Just get rid of them. You don't need them. So get rid of your theme. View, get rid of your speaker notes. I'm going to also go to Layout, blank, and I'm going to title it Constellations. Oop. I can spell. There we go. So do those things you get. Turn off the themes. Go to View. Turn off the speaker notes. Give it a title. And I think I'm going to do one more thing. This just came out yesterday, actually. View. Show film strip. You can actually turn off the film strip on the side to give yourself lots of real estate. So go to View, turn off the film strip, turn off the speaker notes, get rid of the theme, give it a title, and come on back when that stuff is done. Themes is really easy. Just click the X, giving it a title is really easy. And then those other two are under View. View, turn off speaker notes, turn off the film strip. Then we're ready to rock. Come on back when yours looks like mine here. All right, the next step is going to be to make this not the plagiarism layout of normal slides. We're going to turn it into a page. So we're going under the File menu. File. See me scrolling to Page Setup. File. Page Setup. File. Page Setup. We don't want widescreen. We want custom. This is going to be 8.5 tab by 11. And you would press apply. One more time for those in the back or those people who are just realizing they have to actually do something. File. Down at the bottom. Page Setup. Not widescreen, but custom. 8.5 by 11. Boom. There's my piece of paper. Great. Come on back to me once you have a piece of paper size slide, just like me. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to get some awesome trees in the front. And we can do this. I'm going to show two ways to do this. Insert image and search the web. And I'm going to look for trees silhouette. Hard word to spell. S-I-L-H-O. And it pops up. Thank goodness. S-I-L-H-O-U-E-T-T-E. Silhouette. Fantastic. And I'm going with the northern theme because we're doing the North Star. So let me grab this and insert. Let's go ahead and find that image. There's an awesome pic. Once you get that picture, come on back and we'll just talk about resizing that picture. So I just went to Insert, Image, Search the Web, Trees Silhouette, and click the picture and insert it. There's some pretty cool ones in here, actually. Ooh, I kind of like that one. Just make sure that they are transparent background images. Like this one is not going to work. So when you do your search, you might want to add that word transparent. Might be helpful. Okay. Get that picture in there. Remember, you can move pictures with your arrow keys. You can move by clicking and dragging. Resizing, the best way to resize is Control-Alt-K and J. Control-Alt-K and J. Or hold down the control key and drag, because that resizes right from the middle. It's better than the edge. Holding down control and dragging. I've got my picture down at the bottom. That's already looking fantastic. So holding down control and dragging from the edge resizes from the center rather than the side. So it's a little bit better. Once you have your picture, it's on the bottom, you're happy with it, that's fantastic. There's other places you can get pictures too, but it's going to involve a little more like editing. Like Pixabay, I like as a place to get images. But if you know what you're doing with images and you're not happy with what you see in that search, you could go to a site like Pixabay. And you could look for trees silhouette. And then in your search, go to color and transparent. That's something one could do. Where you get this long one, you're going to have to crop it. Get some cool ones. Yeah, don't do anything southern or, oh, there's the exact same one that we found from the Google search. So, you know, ooh, I like this one. So if you know what you're doing, you can go to Pixabay. There's one we could right click, copy, and control V, paste in, and just resize that one. So if you want to try a site like Pixabay, that one's pretty cool. That's another option, or maybe you find one farther down in your search. But either way, we got our picture. Now we need a cool backdrop. We're going to start with background. And remember, here you could get solid colors, and it's not what we want. A solid color would just, it's fine. Not what we're going for, though. Background color, we're looking at gradients. And there's two different kinds of gradients here. One is radial. It's not how the sky works. And the others go from dark to light. But we're going to be more creative than that. We're going to go to custom gradients. So we went to color, gradient, custom. So here's our custom gradient menu, which is just amazing. So you can add more colors in here. It actually looks good just with two. So this would be the top, and see how that is selected. You cannot move these square ones. And if I change this color, I'll show you what it looks like just with two colors. So I'm going to go to, very dark blue at the top. And at the bottom, maybe I've got kind of a cool sunsetty kind of thing. Oh, no. Maybe let's go to a lighter blue or a red. Right? So a simple gradient, just two colors. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. We kind of want it to be a bit more of a night sky, but just to show you how that looks even pretty good with two colors: background, color, gradient, and custom. And that's where we are. So that's where you add your colors, and you can add more colors. And these you can move to change where the gradient changes, like where the colors change. Okay? So there's custom gradients. Now, I'm actually going to show you where I want to find some colors from. I'm going to go to a site called Adobe Color. Adobe Color. The site is an amazing place to find gradients. So this is the main page where you can look at the color wheel and make things monochromatic and find hex colors. But up here, Explore. The Explore part of Adobe Color is amazing. So Adobe Color and Explore. And you can even search. What's really cool, so this, Adobe Color, what it does is it takes pictures and it tells you the colors with the actual hex number that's in the picture. Super awesome. I'm going to do a search for night sky. And I'm a fan of kind of like the purpley, bluish night sky. That one's pretty cool. Ooh, I like this one quite a bit. I'm going to choose this one. All I have to do is click it and open it just like this. Boom. And so here are your colors. And you notice that you have a little copy on the bottom. I'm going to press copy. I'm going to go back. And that's my top. I'm going to click on the color. Here, instead of using the colors that are here, I'm going to go to my custom color, Control V, and there pasted my copied color. That's one color. I'm going to keep going. Next one down, copy, back to my thing. There is my next one, color, custom, Control V, enter. Boom, got my second color. Move this one down. There's my third one. My third one's not that much different. Copy. I copy. Back. Color. Custom color. Control V. Enter. And you could adjust these slightly if you want. Maybe I want to make this a little bit lighter. Great. Back in. Copy. Constellations. That one selected. Color. Custom. Control V. Enter. Nice. And the last one is this super nice lavender. Copy. Back. Click the shape. Click the custom. Control V. Press OK. And let's see how that looks. I love it. It's a nice gradient. Now here's where you can really adjust these and just make them your own. Maybe you want to add something slightly different. Maybe you want to, whoops, I want to add another one. So these you can add, and then you can actually even move them around. Maybe you want something that's another sort of purpley, or I can move that kind of glow up and down. That's great, right? Kind of like that. I'm even going to go in, custom, and I'm going to add one more. This one I'm going to make sort of some northern lights kind of glowing up in the sky. I'm just going to use a color right for my color, and I'm going to use one that's just slightly green, not crazy green, second from the bottom. Press OK. Now I've got a little kind of northern lights band up there. So go ahead, play with those colors, play with those gradients, find one that you like, and just see, make it look natural, you know, like, because we are going to put our stars in here. And yeah, we got that. If you haven't done the constellations, you can go watch the other video, get the constellations done. If you've done the constellations, here's part B of this where I'm combining this with my other project. So if you're just doing this and the gradients, that's fantastic. Otherwise, I'm going to add some stars. So here is the constellation project. And this was the, if I Control A, this was the whole project where we can look how the constellations would rotate, appear to rotate because of the Earth's spin around the North Star. So here's what we need to do. We just need to get rid of my corner markers. Click. Now we're good again. Control A, Control C, back to my constellations, and Control V. And boom, I have some stars. Nice. Control V. I wonder if I could actually just make these a little bit bigger. Control Alt K, and move them around there. Super duper. So I got some stars, and once you have your stars copied over, you can Control D, duplicate, Control D, add some other stars. Just random stars. All right. I'm just going to show that one more time. All of this can get a little bit complicated, might get a little bit lost. So here is our little constellation project where we created these stars. I just deleted those. Control A selects, Control C copies, Control V pastes, and I'm just going to make it bigger with Control Alt K and move it around. Don't deselect it because then you're going to have a hard time. Your stars won't be selected. If you ever do lose them, you can just click and drag to get your stars. And if you clicked and dragged and accidentally got your picture, hold down the Control key, click the picture, and now you have just your stars. There we go. So there are my stars from my constellations. I love it. Now, those aren't the only stars in the sky, so we just did a little Control D, move these stars over, Control D, just add some stars. And while you're doing this, you might also want to Control Alt J, make a few stars smaller so they appear a bit more dim in the sky. Control D, and just add a few stars. Don't go overboard with the stars because it won't look good. Boom. There we have our night sky constellations. I'm loving this. Does that look good? I asked rhetorically to people who are watching the video. There we go. Just remember, these are super important constellations in the night sky if you're living in Canada, for sure in Edmonton, because these two line up with the North Star, and then Megareb lines up with Polaris as well to find Cassiopeia. So if you can find Big Dipper, you can find the North Star, which gives you the Little Dipper, and then you can find Cassiopeia. You got three awesome constellations, and you get exactly north with the North Star. You can always find that North Star, whether the Big Dipper is here or whether it's turned, up on this side later on in the night. You can always line it up to the North Star. So there you go. Awesome constellations and art. So good luck.